We're going for a walk. I gotta get something to eat. I'm fucking starving. I can't not eat. But, oh man, I got back. I got home and I found out I got kicked out of the business accelerator course. The fucked up thing is I kind of felt it too. Like, the one dude, I had him in my head yesterday. Like, I could tell, like, just something about his energy was coming to me. Like, he did not like me whatsoever. So then this morning, I saw my friend had posted something, or was in there too, and I got all excited. And then I responded to some other chick that was talking to me, and the next thing I knew, like, all my credentials were shut out. Oh, fuck. So I thought it was like an error, because I'm thinking, like, what the? I don't think I did anything wrong. I don't remember saying anything wrong. I mean, granted, I went in there hard, but that was the point. It's like, be vulnerable, be transparent. Don't be afraid to share. But I don't know if the response I got, it wasn't even like the regular tech support people. It was one of the dudes who runs the thing. He's one of the owners. One of my posts had been reported, but I don't know which one. Because there's an introductionary one, and then there was one of the videos I recorded yesterday. There was like, they're being cute about it. They're like, introduce yourself or throw up a video for bonus points. So I had recorded that video, so I'm like, fuck it, you know what? I'll fucking. Oh, unless I wasn't supposed to do that. I put up a YouTube video. But no, there wasn't anything about that. There was no rules against that. I thought that maybe it was something I said in the video. Because I didn't make the video for that group. I even said that in the post. It's like, I wasn't doing this, but just for the sake of stretching. Getting out of my comfort zone, I'm going to put it up here. But I don't think I didn't need it. Or I just didn't need it in that form. I mean, I did start the homework. And I've been answering the questions. I don't know if they actually apply to me though. Like, that's the thing. It's like I keep on reading them. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm past this. So maybe it was a sign. Yeah, no, I know. I got that. I got that it was a sign that I didn't need it. But I'm still laughing at it because it's like, huh? What? But you know, I mean, my confidence side says you didn't need that shit anyway. You didn't need that shit. What you were doing, you were in a fucking in a timeshare. Just an extended timeshare meeting. I know, because I've worked with these guys before. There's always an extra. Always an extra. But I don't know. I still have access to the website, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep on doing it. I got kicked out of the Facebook group, even though technically they said, like, if you're not posted to the Facebook group, then we got to kick you out. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can pull this off. I was so excited about that too. I had so many things I wanted to say, but I mean, that's all right. I don't like. I was gonna put everything into the group page, but I'll just put it on my own page instead. It's more scary that way because it's actually people I know, you know. And it's funny, the one guy, it's like, I'm wasting all my time. No, he didn't say it wasted. Wanted to be an authenticity coach. People don't want that. No, they don't. But at the same time, I mean, like, I come from the school that if you're gonna be an authenticity coach, you may as well start with yourself. I was listening to what he was saying today in the call, and it was like, nobody wanted it. It wasn't for anybody else, it was for you. That was the point. Coach training is not supposed to teach you how to coach other people. It's supposed to teach you how to coach yourself. I want to be a certified coach. Why? Because all you're trying to do is teach people how to be you. And that was another thing they said in the call today. It was like, we noticed a lot of you guys, you want to be like us, you want to do what we're doing. And I'm thinking in my head, like, no, I don't want to do what you're doing. I want to know how you're doing what you're doing. Like that. That's how you accelerate the business. And this is supposed to be a beta thing. I don't know, it's just 2,000 people in a beta thing? That seems like how many people would be doing it on a regular thing. See, these guys, these fellows, they come off like, I don't know if I buy into them. There was another point in the call where they were making fun of like starseed people. Well, here's a starfish. Like, I'm listening to that, I'm like, yo, dickhead. I take that shit seriously. When people tell me that stuff, like, I don't make fun of them. You don't ever fucking call starseed a starfish and then laugh about it. You're being a dickhead. Like, that's not nice. Because I felt that. I'm like, I took it personally. I'm not saying that they were talking about me, because I don't say I'm a starseed. I say I'm a serpent seed. I mean, I do have starseed roots, but also serpent seed. And I hear them making fun, and I'm like, wait, I don't call myself a starseed. Who are they making fun of? Like, is somebody else, like, there's somebody out, like 2,000 people in that thing today. At least one other person had to feel like cringe and go, oh, ow, why did you do that? Were you just making fun of me? But I got some ideas already. It's like, all right, well, this is kind of what I do at every place I work with. It's like, all right, what wouldn't I do? All right, don't do that. Don't be making fun of people. Especially when you're going to eventually try to ask them for money. I think they're also pissed off because I bought into one of their programs like years ago. And I paid with it through PayPal. But my bank account ran out of money, so they never got the second half of the payment. And the one dude I was working with, one of his coaches, like a while back, and I was afraid that they were gonna fucking like take extra money. You know, that shit was expensive too. That was expensive as hell. Cece, she was good though. I worked with her for like 6 months. And the amount of money I was fucking paying. Investing. The amount of money I was investing into that was like... But you know what? Like, she was good to work with. Because she gave me like a container. But, I would hear her fucking typing as I'm talking. I'm like, what? What is happening here? Is she fucking transcribing things? Is she going to give away all my secrets? Why is she recording me? But always, even when I was working with her, there was this thing in the back of my head. It's like, those fucking guys are going to fucking take this extra money out. I never used it, but I still have it. I'm thinking like even if I do lose access to the school thing, I'll just use the other one. Because I already fucking paid for it. I'm doing a free one. And these guys, it's not even like they're doing anything like innovative. They just repeat the same shit over and over again. I mean, one dude's still doing like this somatic breath work that he's been doing for like 2 years. I mean, it's a good practice, but I don't know. I just come from the school. It's like you gotta be constantly evolving. You're doing the same shit over and over again. You keep getting the same results. Like, what are you trying to even do? Take down Derek. No, but then one dude, he's like, I don't know, just something seemed like off. Like there's this sense of inauthenticity. Like, and it's supposed to be like a really positive group too. Like there's supposed to be a lot of positivity, but even at the end, the one guy's like, "Oh, Roger, put up that email address, or put up that website." And then I see Roger, he posted, and it goes Roger the Knucklehead, and I'm like, what? Why would you say that about yourself? This group is literally about the complete opposite of that. Like, you're throwing that kind of shit on yourself in a group where like you're not supposed to be fucking throwing shit on yourself. You're supposed to be stopping with the negative talk. But then I started thinking like, oh shit, you know what? These guys aren't who they say they are. Roger fucked something up, and someone told him, Roger, today your name is Roger the Knucklehead. As punishment. Oh, he probably felt so stupid. Because that's not even funny. Like, why would, like, that would be like me putting my name in the Zoom as Derek the Dickhead. What? Why would I do that? Derek the dumb fuck. What? Now, I'm thinking, like, I have this fantasy going in my head that they're going to be like, oh, there's a misunderstanding. You're allowed back in. Nah, don't worry about it. Actually, you know what? I thank you for helping me see my value. How much you paying me to be in your stupid group? Ugh, muggles. It's like, fuck. But then again, this is a fucking 3-week thing and it's free. So what the hell am I talking about? How the hell did I get kicked out? Like, that's so crazy to me. I triggered somebody, but like, I just want to know what I said. So I keep saying it. I asked. They're not going to tell me. I don't think they got the balls to tell me. I could be wrong though. I could totally be wrong. I mean, it has been like hours and I haven't gotten a response yet. I thought this was going to be a really good opportunity because it's like a group of 2,000 entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs, I think. But like I said, I went hard. I mean, you go in there, there's a lot of like, I'm a healer. I do this. I do Reiki. Yeah, so does everybody. Who's doing something different though? I am. My shit's never appreciated. That's not true because I only got to pose twice, but I got a really good response from people. You are the most interesting person I've seen in this group. Thank you. I even met another witch who knew who Horatio was. That's what I was so excited about. Like, whoa, another Horatio witch. I'm walking in the opposite direction of the food, by the way. I got like a while. But my thought is this: like, if they don't take me out of the website, if they don't take me out of the system, I'll be able to at least participate in everything but the Facebook group. Because there's some cool shit. I do like doing somatic breath work. That shit's hard. It feels like you're fucking dying. It's intense. Makes you put everything into perspective. I mean, I know you can do it on your own, but it's different when you're doing it with a group. It's because you're kind of committed at that point. Because it's real easy to stop if you're doing it by yourself. Because that shit's fucking heavy. Like you're it's not even basically. You're putting yourself into a hyper ventilation mode, and your body's like literally trying to reject the shit out of it. Man. Oh, because I was all ready to go with my fucking crazy fucking business stuff. But the thing is, you're not allowed to coach people in there. So it's like, it's very restrictive on what you can and can't say and who you can and can't talk to in what situation. So this isn't a dating app. No shit. But you're dealing with people in a very unique situation because everyone there believes that they're there for what they're there for. They believe they're going to make money out of it. And they might. But the reason I like it is because I don't like what they do. I hate what they do. I hate working with these guys. I really do. I've invested so much time working with them though, because it's not like there's not something to take away from it. There's a lot of value in it. Like I don't see things the way that a lot of these fucking people do. Like sometimes it makes me laugh, but at the same time, like sometimes it makes me cry. It makes me like actually like not even in a bad way, in a good way, in a way that like I've had a lot of work. I've done a lot of work working with these guys. And yeah, no, I see this as a sign that I have more value to add than what I would take away. That's what I'm taking away from it. I added as much value as I needed to, which was, hi, I don't give a fuck. Because there's enough to get people's attentions, because people like that. And the reason people like that is because it encourages them to do the same thing in their own way, you know? Which is really what I like about doing that kind of working with those types of groups anyways, like, because I know I can go harder. And when people see that, it kind of encourages, or even intimidates, I don't know, like, I mean, but I've met a lot of cool people doing that shit, so. But look at it like that. Like, I'm so valuable that just 2 posts, that's all I needed to pass. Because the story going on in my head is like, you're just that advanced that this really wouldn't help you any more than where you're already at. But that's where I disagree, because I feel like those are methods. I don't know. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm kind of curious about it. If it's going to be like all the other stuff that they do and they're just slapping on the business accelerator label, because it's nothing about business at all. I'll teach you how to grow an audience. How about this? First, get an audience of 1. Once you can have an audience of 1, then it's just a matter of applying universal principles, right? So everything came from nothing, because nothing comes from everything. They're the same thing. Everything is nothing. Once everything is something, then that thing stops to exist. It doesn't need to exist anymore. But because of that, like, we have to. The universe has an anti-fail-safe, which means that, like, it has to exist. It can't not exist. Why? Because then there would be nothing. And then life wouldn't be worth living, because there would be nothing. Because there wouldn't be any life either. It would just be nothing. So, in the very beginning was nothing, darkness. And it subdivided itself. Nothing became something. But because nothing and something became everything, they had to subdivide again. It's the story of the elements. Like 0 becomes 1, and then they become 2, and now we have a third thing. But there has to be a fourth thing to balance it out, so there has to be the opposite polarity of that, which would be like -4. Right. Yeah. That's exactly what it would be. Is 4 would have to become -4, because 4 is balance. That's where we get into the negative numbers now. There's no -1. There's a -4, because there has to be. Otherwise it wouldn't be a 4. But now, because we have those 2, we have balance. 4 subdivided itself into a positive and a negative, a masculine and a feminine, and it became a 5th. That's literally alchemy. There's fire, water, air, and earth, and spirit. And then the spirit one is split into 2. What the fuck?
Hey.
Into life and death. Light and dark. Balance. You look like a yin yang. But because you can't just have like black and white thinking, you have to throw in some subdivision in there as well. Like, you have to have light dark and dark light. So now we have 6 and 7, which makes it 8. And then when you take the whole complete package, you have 9. And then you have one whole unit. And then it has to flip. And then those 2 have to flip. And then you get a little zygote. Huh? Well, basically, if you're trying to grow an audience, what you have to do is first have an audience. You can't grow an audience without having an audience first. So that's why the most logical thing to do is, if you really want to grow an audience, is to just be your audience. And then once you have one other person, because I know there's one other person that watches these, because I look and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is watching this? Do you really have nothing better to do? Oh fuck, I hope you're entertained. So there's two. There's two. And then it's just a matter of now, like I said, like those two now just became three. One thing plus one thing is two things that are the equivalent of three things, because those two together now create a new third thing. And then you need another thing to balance it out. Like another person. And then when you have, well, that would probably be the smartest thing. Is that somebody else I was doing this with? I mean, I have me, I have you. But does that count? See, that's the other thing too, is like these guys, these are all supposed to be spiritual people, and it's like, why are you not incorporating like some of the deeper metaphysical components of spirituality? I guess if you did that, then people wouldn't need to pay for it. People would have to come to the realization that they don't need to pay for it. But maybe they don't know them. That's possible. But then that means that I know things that other people don't. And then that people are going to have to start paying me. I don't want people to pay me, though. I want entities to pay me. I want your entity to pay me. I want your entity to pay my entity, and then my entity pays me. Or maybe it doesn't pay me at all. I'll be one of those assholes who never pays taxes again because I don't make any money. Yeah, government, you can keep my money. Don't even worry about it. My back taxes that you owe me. And stimulus packages, and government owes me so much money. The government owes me probably like a couple $1,000 because I haven't been paying my taxes, but it's not because I don't owe taxes. I owe on a fucking what do you call it? A first-time homeowner's loan. No, a first-time homeowner's credit for like $750, but no, $7,500. But they used to take it out of my taxes, but I haven't paid taxes since 2017. No, I mean I haven't done my taxes. That's what I mean. I haven't done my taxes. Are there taxes I haven't paid? Well, consider this too. Is like all the money I would have gotten back. Put it on my tab, and then send me a check for everything left over, if there's anything left over. Like, why the fuck do I got to do my taxes? Like, I know I don't owe anything. Think of it like a donation to the government. Here, do your fucking job. Oh, what scared me before? There was a dude that was staying by the fucking tree. He scared the shit out of me. It's fucking dark out. And he was like right fucking up on my fucking left. I'm prepared for him now. But I mean, it's not all. Huh? I have no idea. I don't know. I was walking by the guy. I was just trying to think of something to say. It's not normally people out here when I'm out here doing something like this. This is my other spot. I'm not allowed to go down to that side, so I have to stay just in the center. Cause the last time I went down there, I ended up smoking. Not the last time, but one time I went down there, I ended up smoking fucking crack and ended up in LA. The homeless guy. I gave him money for the crack. I wasn't intending on smoking crack that day either. I actually wasn't even intending on walking as far as I did. But I got to this one point, and then the voice in my head was like, take another step. Just keep going a little further. I went further, and I saw this homeless dude that I knew. And we started fucking bullshitting. And the next thing I know, I'm giving him money for crack. Where'd I get money from? Because I didn't have any money at the time. Like, I didn't have fucking income for fucking like 8-10 months, almost a fucking year. But I had a profit share account. It had like 3,000 in it. I think I ended up getting only like 2,000, not even 1,500, some shit like that. But that was my escape money. That was to get me out to LA, as a matter of fact. I just wanted to walk around and see it. I had this fantasy that I could do something with my life there, and or rely on my sister to give me a place to live so I can do something there. But I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad it went exactly the way that it did. I was only there for 2 days, but it was a fucking nightmarish 2 days. Holy shit. Skid Row at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning is a scary ass place. I mean, it's scary during the day. It's scary at fucking 7 o'clock p.m. Scary at 4. Scary when the sun goes down. Dangerous as fuck too, man. I got hit by a homeless guy. I mean, he just punched me in the arm, and I turned and I looked at him because I was just as confused. I was confused, but he looked at me like, what? He looked just as confused as me. He actually looked more confused than me. I was in the middle of talking to this girl. My friend. Ain't just some girl. It's a friend of mine. But the fucking dudes fucking came up on me. I was scared shitless. There's motherfuckers walking around out there like smoking meth right on the right in the street corner. That was traumatic. The next 4 days, I was on a fucking bus because my bus got delayed. No, what happened was we got delayed because we were in a fucking car there was a car accident I think in Alabama or some shit. And it put us like 4 hours behind, but that 4 hours behind made us miss our bus. It made her miss our next bus. Because when you take a Greyhound across the country, it's not one shot. You're on fucking like 20 buses. I think he pretty much changed buses like every state. And some of those fucking buses, some of those places are scary as hell. What the fuck? It's definitely not Grand Central. No, it's smaller. That's why. I remember being in one place, I thought I was gonna get robbed. When I was in Dallas, I thought I was fucking dead. I thought they were gonna fucking crucify me. Like literally crucify me on a fucking blacktop. That was another bus ride home. That was like a fucking nightmare, man. I couldn't sleep for fucking 2 days. I wouldn't let myself sleep. I think I think I did eventually nap. But I was afraid to go to sleep for that first fucking day. I know that. I was like all shook the fuck up. That shit was like, that's exactly what I would imagine prison to look like. The bus station in Dallas, that shit's fucking hard. I'm looking around like, holy shit, these guys would fuck me up. I've never been so scared in my life. But, I mean, mind you, I'd also been smoking street weed for fucking like a week. It's a dope-ass place, though. Like, if I had the unlimited credit card, I would definitely go back there again. I'd probably stay there for longer. Go have more fun. Well, you know, even fucking Lancaster was scary. The place in New Hampshire, that place was dope. I like that place. But Uncle Hugo was paying for that. Oh man, those motherfuckers, they stole my Marriott points. It was a trick. They tricked me. They knew what they were doing. Nah, because I almost ran out of money one day because I had to pay for the hotel, and then they were paying me back. They were reimbursing me. I know, it's like, what? So I came up to this point where somebody from the company was supposed to call me with the credit card, but they never did. So I was kind of like fucking stuck on my own. And then, I mean, they were reimbursed, but it's not like overnight. It's like, I got to spend money for 2 days, do my expense report, and then 4 days later I get the money back. Everything was working out perfectly, but then like the bank charged me twice because of an authorization fee. Like, what kind of fucking sense does that make? Why would you charge me 2 times when you're just going to give me the money back? But it put me in the fucking negative, and my fucking anxiety, like, I stressed the fuck out. I mean, I knew I was getting the money back, so I didn't fucking completely lose it. But the fact that I was even put in that position was just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Seriously. Like, I'm the one doing a favor here. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I being, like, tossed to the side? Like, listen, this may be my ego, but, like, yo, I should be priority number fucking 1 in that situation. Because it's like, one, I came up here 12 hours. I went from 9 to 9 by traveling time. I had to take a train, then I had to take a fucking 5-hour train from Philly to Boston. Then I had to get a bus from Boston to the hotel. Like, no one's checking on me. No one's seeing how I'm doing. No one's doing shit. I mean, granted, I do my best to take that as a compliment. Okay, so everybody trusts me to just do the things. They're that confident in my capacity to do shit that nobody feels that they need to check on me. Yeah, but that's called that's called, just like my boy Jesus said. Are you really willing to kill yourself for somebody who's not gonna die for you? You're willing to die for someone who's not gonna die for you. Well, that's what separated him from everybody else. Oh. No. I mean, I think for humanity, I think that just as karmic, poetic karmic justice, humanity should have to take one for the team this time. Jesus took one for the team for everybody else. I don't give a fuck if he was real or not. I don't give a fuck if he was Muslim or not. I don't give a fuck if he didn't die on the cross or not. The story goes, the motherfucker took one for the team. So, of course, there's variations to the story, but people know that part of the story better than they know the other one. That he had Judas fucking sell his ass out because he just fucking hated everything so fucking much. Just wanted it out of this fucking body. Get me out of it, please. I don't think that he accounted for the beating that came, but he didn't actually mention that to Judas. He just said, just go tell them where I am. You're doing me a favor. You're doing the cause a bigger favor than you realize. No, but I think it should go the other way around this time. I think that everybody who turned their back on Jesus and let that shit happen, like, you know what? Yeah, that nigga died for you. And 2,000 years later, you still haven't gotten it. I'm not giving up on anything. I'm just like, I have to recalibrate myself. I go, what? "2,000 years later, people are in worse shape possible. And it's God's fault, because he's not fixing things. So he can't be real." This is life. This is actually life. This is real life. It's like, yeah, I like that idea. Jesus martyred himself last time. This time everyone else gets to martyr themselves. Everybody wants to be a fucking martyr. Go martyr. Martyr myself to myself. Which is a double negative, which turns into self-preservation. I feel like I should just start being a bigger dick to people. Like, actually just being a dick. Like, not being a dick, coming off as a dick. I think I should start coming off more as a dick. Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah, I'm walking to McDonald's right now. They're down the street. Well, I mean, it's down the street and then down the street. We're just taking the long way. I don't know. I feel like I could start doing something better with myself. And maybe that's another thing, is I need to start defining these things. It's like, I want to do better, but what does that actually look like? Imagine a nice new place to live. Nice bigger place to live. More space. Healthy food. That would be good. And then probably well, I do have a reliable source of marijuana products and writing products. Maybe someone else to talk to so I don't have to do this. There's got to be at least one person that's willing to listen to me talk that I feel this comfortable talking to. Where that? It's gonna add this song just because it's so awesome. Where that? Onyx. Shut him down. I want to break something. Nah, I want to destroy a company. Obtain, absorb. Maybe it's just humans. Maybe it's just. I don't know. Like, I feel like everything is a challenge to my beliefs. You can rely on people. You can rely on companies. You can rely on this person to keep their words. Like, no, you really can't. And it's like, why? I don't even want to be bothering myself with this stuff. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's that the enemy trying to make me give up. I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I don't believe it's that. What's the other alternative? Give up and go back to what? Working a regular job? I'm probably the most unhireable person ever. Which is good. That's what I want. I want to be unhireable. Why? Why would you want to be unhireable? Well, so that I could rely on myself. So I could make my own money. So I don't have to wait for some asshole. Rely on some asshole. Unreliable asshole. To fucking make sure I get paid. Like, I just had a $2.2 billion company fail me. Not only did they fail me, but they're avoiding me like the plague. For a month. You tell me they're not scared shitless of me? I don't know. I find it hard to believe that I didn't just scare the shit out of everyone. But that was part of my intention, because I remember, like, the week leading up to that, I think it was on the Capricorn quarter moon, I was working my my moon project on Facebook, and I remember thinking to myself, like, by the end of next week, it's either the end of this week or the end of next week, one of the weeks, and I said, I want all my coworkers be shitting their pants at the very fucking thought of me. Not the people. I love the people, but the titles, the jobs. We don't want to piss this guy off. Because it's like, well, unfortunately, like, if you don't if you don't fucking stand up, like, people are gonna fucking, they walk. Like today, this fucking guys, one of your posts got reported. What did I say? I didn't consciously, I don't remember consciously saying something, intentionally saying something that was gonna fucking hurt someone's feelings. Like, what was it? I didn't enough fucking respect to tell me? I don't want to hear no bullshit like, I wasn't on the clock at that point. Bullshit. I mean, maybe they will tell me. Maybe they will tell me and I'll laugh. Hopefully what I would really like, this is what I would like. Auntie Aradia, please, like, help me figure out what the hell I need to do to crank this magic up a little bit, because I think the response that I want to give is that I just don't give a fuck. Whatever. I fucking triggered some fucking snowflakey motherfucker. Like, that's why I can't stand that love and light shit. It's just like, no negativity. Nothing perceived as negativity. Did he say demons? Did he say he worked with demons and Lucifer? Yeah. I'm supposed to be in a safe space where I'm not supposed to feel judged. I literally feel so judged. This is a no judgment zone. Then why did I get judged? Someone literally judged what I said. And then I got kicked out of the group for it. I don't even know what it was. What? Huh? Do you think that you said too much? Oh, I don't think I said enough. No, I think I said perfect, just the right amount. It's just so weird. But I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Like there was the thing that was telling me, like, nah, these guys are gonna be jealous as fuck. They're jealous as fuck, aren't they? I mean, not to bash them, but because I'm sure that they're really cool guys off camera, but I don't know, they were just kind of cornballs. A little bit. They were making raver jokes too, and like, I don't know, I took that personally too, because I was a fucking 90s raver kid. Like, say what? What, pacifier and glow sticks? Like, I didn't use no fucking binky, but I robbed enough of those fucking binky sucking motherfuckers that I know, like, who the hell are you fucking with? Like, who the fuck do you people think you are talking to people like that? Who's a starfish? Nigga, I'll give you a starfish, alright. No, people. Old dirty bastard Brooklyn Zoo's on. Nah, I had to put on Onyx before just to cool myself down. Bitch ass niggers. Bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna have to pull your skirt up. Boys in the Hood was one of my favorite movies growing up. The Chronic was one of the first albums I got. So I do got that in me. Low down. Man, I don't know. I just feel like this past fucking month, it's just like people taking a shit, trying to take a shit in my hat. Which doesn't like that. Like I think about it, I'm like, I'm such a nice person though. I'm like the best. But see what happened? And this is literally what the group is not supposed to be doing. It is making people well, maybe it is. It's helping me get shit out. Like what one of the questions was, what's holding you back in your business? The first response that came to my mind was answering stupid ass questions like this. Because what I should be doing is actually doing something to grow my business. But when I really thought about it, I wrote down just two jokey answers. Because sometimes you just gotta, when you can't answer a question, just come up with an answer. Just come up with one. It doesn't fucking matter. What's holding me back from growing my business? Nothing. Everything. Nothing is holding me back because everything is pushing me forward. Everything's holding me back because nothing's pushing me forward. But then when I look backwards, nope, sorry, something is definitely pushing me forward. So we're gonna have to go with the first one. Because everything is happening for me. If everything's happening for me, then nothing's happening to me. It's happening to everyone else. That's how we beat him. Use his tricks against him. I guess. Some days I feel like I'm a fucking like super villain. Or the only good guy. Well, I mean, I guess it's just normal. The more that you get to know people, the more that you realize, like, I don't want to know people. So fucking over it. Yeah, he's taking it personal. He's taking it real fucking personal. I'm sensitive. And that's another thing. This is a group of sensitive people. Well, I guess that's why I don't fit in. Because I think I triggered someone just as sensitive as me. But they went by default because why? Why? Because they don't play with demons and Lucifer? Sorry, but I didn't know we were discriminating. And what about what? I'm assuming. I know, but that's where my mind's going, so I gotta allow myself to think that way. Because I don't believe I'm ever gonna really know the truth, but that's why I gotta make up my own. This way I can at least like just give myself some answers so I can have some closure on this fucking thing. I mean, I forgot I even signed up for it. I was just having fun with it. Why do you think you're good? Why do you think that you would work out? It's because I'm the best at everything I do. That's why. Oh, yeah, so that's why they had me in. And then I can get kicked out so that I can question myself as to whether or not I'm the best. Of course, I'm so good at getting kicked out of places that I didn't even have to try this time. But it also shows me that I'm so much the best that I don't need to be doing that. At least I probably don't need to be doing it. We'll see. If I get kicked off the site, if my profile gets scrapped, which I'm okay with if that's the case, because it just kind of further confirms, like, all right, you didn't need this. You're doing just fine. Thank you. This is nice. This is like walking with another person. that doesn't have anything to say. So what are you gonna do about money? Nothing. What's money gonna do about me? What's money gonna do about me? Why don't we start asking money that question? Why we gotta keep on asking me that question? What are you gonna do? What? I had a friend who reached out to me the other day. You still not working? What? I work for myself. Like, what? How is that so difficult? Why? I don't understand why that's such a like a difficult concept to grasp. Well, I mean, no, I get it. I get it now. It just popped in my head. It's like, if you're not doing the same thing, then you don't really know. That's why I guess that's why you're not supposed to mix social classes. Aw, fuck me, dude. Mother. Nah. I'm wrong. No, I thought. Oh shit. No, I thought McDonald's was close. It's not. Do that. Tribe. This is life. All because you don't want to work. Who the fuck said I don't want to work? I just don't want to work for some asshole. I just don't want to work for anybody. The only asshole I want to work for is me. I work for enough assholes who and the one common denominator in all of those instances is they hold money over your head. Everybody holds money over your head. Like, who the fuck are you, motherfucker? Oh my god, I want to fire somebody so fucking bad. A really important person, too. Someone's like, whoa, you can't fire him! Done. Fired. Get the fuck out of here. What did he do? He woke up this morning. He should have called out. Oh. Call myself toxic for a reason. Whoa, what's that? Strawberry shortcake. Whoa. I hope this fucking place is open. There's people. The lady's mopping though. What time is it? It's like fucking late. 10 o'clock, 10:20? Fuck. Alright, I'm turning this off.